from when you was growing up, you know, with both of them, when you all was growing up and you was developing your families, you was in the struggle to, you know, raise your family, this and that. Do you see a difference of the way it was when you all was coming up, the way it is today? Can you elaborate on what you see and what you think about it? You know, how you see families are today compared to where they were when you all was growing up in your prime?
We were growing up, we didn't have as easy as women
Have it today?
have today, cause they got everything on the platter, including their kids. And their kids is the reason they got it on the platter, cause people that worked takes care of them. Where when I was coming up with my kids, people didn't have it easy. You had to work hard for what you got. And that was one of the reasons that I would take care of other people, kids for nothing, for free, didn't charge them, feed them, keep them all day, you know, to help the parents. But today, they work, they get what you call it, the AD.
Oh, it's some type of assistance from the government.
And live the life of Riley.
Live the life of what?
Riley.
Life of Riley is easy life.
Oh, that's
There's
easy.
a
That's
series about the life of Riley. Easy life. Well, see, John, when we was coming up, when we were growing up, there was no. What it was, there was such thing as some people got. We never received 1/4 of the assistance from the government. No, in fact, none of my old family ever received a quarter of the benefit that they have now. We just was. Some people live down to it, but we just lived above it.
I see.
You see, my grandpa used to own his own little farm out there. Raise everything he needs. The only thing he didn't raise was wheat. We didn't raise no wheat, but he'd take he raised corn. He would swap the corn to the cash. We'd buy flour and he'd swap the corn for yellow corn for a white meal. And along about that time, Roosevelt developed that program about giving away food like you do that. Instead of using food stamps, they just give you food.
Right. They give you a card, and you go shopping.
You had a card. When you identify, when you go to, you get 4 times as much as they do now. I don't know if you've ever been in the area where they gave you provisions and stuff away like cheese, milk, butter, and flour, and sugar. Didn't hear no sugar. Canned food and all that kind of stuff.
I have.
I know you don't. We could never. My grandpa could never get a can. Because he owned his own little farm out there. And but the people around us, all of our neighbors, they were sharecroppers. They would get all kinds of stuff, all kinds of food. And what they would do, and the flour was dark, what they gave them. And my grandma and grandpa would swap, exchange chicken for cows or calf or what. That's where they kill hogs and shared it with the neighbors, and they would exchange this food for that provision that they did, the commodities that they got, you know.
Right, bartering. I think that's what they call it.
And exchanging, they would get flour, and grandma would take and sift that flour. 5 pounds. When she got through, she'd have about 10 pounds of flour go through. The more you sift it, the lighter it gets. It would be dark flour, but when she got through, it'd be just as white.
Right. You shit all them.
They had a sifter. They turned this thing like this, another sifter there.
Right.
And the meal they'd get yellow meal, and they wouldn't know how to cook yellow meal. And so grandma would, to tell you the truth, we had about as much of the stuff that people did because we exchanged commodities.
Okay.
And we didn't have, I never known a day where we went hungry for anything. And we never had to go out on somebody else's farm and work because Grandpa had his own little place there. The kids around us, they had to go out of school a certain time of the year. And I think it's sometime in June, July, to go out and take a 6 week, whole cotton and corn and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, it's okay. There you go.
And we never had to do anything like that because Grandpa and when we grew up, it's just like the section she grew up in, we grew up in that kind of section, but it was a whole bunch of us that like you have grandkids now, and we were always known as Andrew Williams' children. They called him Mr. Andrew. All the white folks called my granddad Mr. Andrew. It was Mr. Andrew's children, and we get a lot of things we didn't have to suffer like other people did. Because Mr. Andrew was somebody.
Oh, what did he do for a living?
What did he do? He was
a farmer. That's right. That's right. My fault.
He had one fellow, like this white fellow, I tell you, that I was kind of raising his son. He would go do a little extra work for him, make a little extra money, you know. Well, back in those days, money was $1 was $1.
You bought a lot, huh?
$1 was $1. And man gave him a little money. They said nothing, he buy different things, but I don't know. We just carried ourselves in the neighborhood by, like, we were not on the lower bound and we wasn't on the top bound, we were somewhere in between, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because we raised our own, we raised the cows, we raised chickens and killed hogs and all that kind of stuff. We grew what we needed and we didn't have to ask nobody for anything.
Let me ask you, did you all hear anything about like people being depressed? Just problems on their mind and they depressed and don't want to come out the house. You know how people get nowadays. Did you all hear about that when you all was coming out? People.
If you did, they kept it from the children.
They kept it from the children?
Children didn't know what was going on.
Oh, okay.
A lot of things were going on. Like when I was coming up, they said if a young lady went out and got pregnant, they said she broke her leg.
So she's gone for a while. Oh,
yeah. So, and I was looking at the girl and thought her leg was broken. Go find she's going to have a baby.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You hear him say it often, ain't so-and-so, a brother so-and-so, sister so-and-so, your daughter broke her leg.
But you understood now. You understood.
Yeah,
you
now I
understand.
didn't understand then, you know,
okay.
that. And until I got big enough to discern that, I don't see a broken leg, what's wrong with it?
Oh, I see. One more question. As far as the way, well, both of y'all can answer, as far as the way you was raised, do you have any complaints? Say, well, if this would have been different, then I could have did this.
I don't think we didn't have a lot of money. We had everything else we